Fredericksburg National Cemetery. This cemetery was completed and opened in 1866 for burials. Most of the interred here will be buried by 1868. However, many unmarked graves will be found in the area through over many decades into the 1930s. In a case that a farmer would find an unmarked burial, perhaps he was plowing his fields and he finds an unmarked grave, he would call the cemetery superintendent, who would send somebody to collect those remains and reinter them here in the cemetery. After the Civil War, Congress expanded the eligibility requirements for who can be buried in a national cemetery to include honorably discharged veterans, their wives, and their dependent children. As a result, several veterans will be buried here. One of those is Private Evander Willis, who was a member of the 8th Vermont Infantry, the regiment that was decimated at the Battle of Cedar Creek in 1864. He would die and would be buried here in 1935. Along with him is his wife Lucy, who is also buried in the same plot. By the 1930s, when Evander Willis dies, there were only 10,000 Civil War veterans still alive out of the estimated 2.75 million who served. These men had witnessed incredible changes during their lives, from automobiles to world wars. The cemetery will officially be closed to burials in 1945. However, in 1949, a veteran who was killed at the Battle of Iwo Jima in 1945 would be reinterred and buried with his father, who was a veteran of World War I. However, the widows, even though the cemetery was closed in 1945, widows of soldiers would continue to be buried for decades to come, the last one being buried in 1994.